Okay guys, so we're back on track.
Go, go, go!
Paul got disqualification after the start and one left, so we do a restart with a new qualification. Okay guys, new links have been provided. So there's another qualification round for 10 minutes. Mr. Sexo so far the fastest time 2.06.933. The Deborah 2.10, Shadow Racing 2.17, the Theo 2.12. Ooh, Deborah, ooh, slipping and crashing. My God, what's happening tonight here? So we have 11 drivers. TKFTRD1. The field put a time of 2.12.614. This brings him to 4th position, just in front of Adam Ken Rambo. Theo Vince is now busy with his first lap around the circuit. In the corner of Pujol. Going to arrive at Fania. The chicane hard. Let's see if we can kill the time put down by Shadow Racing. The other GT3 car, BMW. Now it's 2.18.317. At 6th position at this moment. Wolby has put a time of 2.20. TKFTRD1 with another Corvette. Put down a time of 2.24.292. So at this moment we have Mr. Saxo pole position 2.06, Deborah 2.10, Sean 2.11, Adam Ken Rambo 2.13, Shadow Racing 5th position 2.17, Heo Vince 2.18, Warby 2.20, TKF TRD 2.24. Qualification almost finished. Warby is still on track. Ooh, the final 20 seconds. And everybody is back into the garage. Waiting until the race is going to start. So we have Mr. Saxo pole position, Deborah 2nd, Sean Hood 3rd, Adam Ken Rambo in 4th, Shadow Racing 5th, Heo Vince 6th, Wolby 7th, TKF TRD 8th. That's it. Okay, so we are on the track. Start looking good, Mr. Saxo taking the lead, followed by Sean Hood. So everybody came very good through Eau Rouge and the Radion, arriving in Les Combes. There's already some burning rubber. Sean Hood and Deborah passed. The Theo as well, 4th position. Bobby in 5th. You've been 6th. The Theo took his turn a little bit wide there. Just came on track before Gorby again. He wins in 6th position. Dickie Aftiadi 7th. Tsubasa 8th. Spout 9th. And Shadow Racing on 10th. Sean Hood is following Mr. Saxo closely, and there is a small gap. Deborah in 3rd position, followed by the Theo 4th. Then we have Gorby at 5th. He has been 6th, TKFTRD 7th. Tsubasa 8th. Shadow Racing 9th and Spout 10th, and then SMK Rambo at 11th position. Here we have them all on track. The first race has been cut off due to crashes and disqualification, so it decided to do a restart, 45 minutes race with a new qualification. You see the cars are arriving at Eau Rouge and then going up to Radion. So we have Mr. Saxo followed by Sean and Deborah. So 1st, 2nd and 3rd. The Theo following rather close behind them. Mr. Saxo taking the turns of Rivage. Sean Hood here. And then we have Deborah on 3rd. Ooh, you've been doing a spin here. Right. How far away is Tsubasa? It's rather close behind him. So it's going to be a battle for 5th. Then we have here Spaug with trying to overtake Tsubasa. And we have SMK and Rambo with his LMP2 car passing by. Guys leaving some space for him. And we can remember flashing the lights for thanking the guys, like, okay, thank you for letting me overtake you. We have Theo Bins arriving at the chicane. SMK and Rambo behind him. Subaso in 7th. And then Spargo 8th, followed by TRD 9th position, and Gorby with the BMW at 10th. Nice battle between the two Corvettes going down all sorts. See, these guys are on high speeds arriving at Radion. Mr. Sector is on the lead, already a couple of seconds in front of Deborah and Sean Hood. Ooh. And TKFTRD just won a spot in favor of Spau. Long turn. Evan Ken Rambo is passing by Yavins. The Theo on fourth. Deborah second, so he has overtaken Sean. So Deborah is now on the chase for Mr. Saxo. He will demand everything from his car to try and overtake Mr. Saxo and go for the win. Already a difference of 5 seconds in between the two cars. Almost 5 seconds between the first and the second. Sean is at 2.5 seconds behind Deborah. In the Theo, roughly 19 seconds. So there's a gap of 5.5 seconds between the first and the second position, Mr. Saxo and Deborah. And then 2.8 seconds followed by Sean Hood on third. The Theo on fourth, Adam Ken Rambo fifth, Heobin sixth with his McLaren, Tsubasa one turn behind Heobins on 7th position. Then we have Corby on 8, PKFTRD 9th position, and here we have Spauk at 10th. So we have 10 drivers for the race tonight. The difference between Mr. Saxo and Deborah increased up to more than 7 seconds. Sean 3 seconds behind Deborah. Let's have a look. So we're arriving at the chicane now. Sean third, the Theo fifth. Theo wins at fifth position. Adam Ken Rambo sixth. And Subasa seventh. After 15 minutes race, we have Mr. Sexo at the lead, followed by Debra. Mr. Sexo leading 12.5 seconds in front of Debra. Debra second, Sean Hood fourth, third position. Roughly 4.5 seconds behind Debra. Then we have the Theo, almost 20. Oh, that's it. He just rammed his soul. There's another thing that we don't need anymore on the track. Make a little bit more space. So it's like 13 seconds behind Sean. Then we have Heobins on 5th position. And Adam Ken Rambo is pushing hard. Yes, and he's passing by. Ooh! Ah! And again, he's losing another position. He needs to do another recovery. Subasa leaving him the space so he can go and chase Heobins again. So this will be some nice battles between Heobins and Azam Ken Rambo with the GT3 and the LMP 2 car. Just past Radion, going to arrive shortly at the chicane. And then to La Source for the 140 degrees turn. And then flathead all the way down to Eau Rouge and going up again in the Radion. We just had the Heobins, followed by Azam Ken Rambo. So we have Mr. Sexo in the lead, Debra second, Sean Hunt third, the Theo fourth, and Heobins fifth. Azam Ken Rambo in sixth position. So Mr. Sexo leading at this moment, almost 16 seconds in front of Debra. And then we have Sean Hood following 8 seconds behind Debra, and the Theo 14 seconds behind Sean Hood. Adam Ken Rambo on 5th at this moment, so he passed by Heobins. He wins 3 seconds behind us and can Rambo. Tsubasa 7th, Spark at 8th, Gorby 9th, and TFT at 10th. And we have Mr. Saxo here already overtaking the 10th and the 9th spot. That one is like 15 seconds behind him, so he will shortly meet the guys as well. Debra is faster than Mr. Sexo. The last round is 2.10.2, Mr. Sexo 2.10.5, so 0.3 seconds faster, Debra, than Mr. Sexo. But the gap between them is 16 seconds. We have at this moment the Theo at third, followed by Sean Hood fourth, as in Ken Rambo. Ken Rambo in fourth position. So we lost Sean Hood connection. So at this moment 8 drivers are still on track. So we have Mr. Saxo in the lead, followed by Debra, the Theo on third position, Azam Ken Rambo fourth, Subasa fifth. Here Vince is in the just came out of the pits, sixth position, Spauk seventh, Spauk going into the pit now. Gorby will now be at 7th. The tires are almost gone for a lot of the cars, so they will shortly coming into the pits. The Theo is doing his pit stop. also in front of Mr. Saxo. Leaving the line open for Mr. Saxo. Mr. Saxo going into the pit. There's a possibility for Deborah, but is already too far behind. So let us see if Deborah can take some advantage of the pit stop of Mr. Saxo. Driving at Blanchimont here. Mr. Saxo leaving the pits now. Deborah is arriving and going into the pit himself. So no. So the Theo, yeah, maybe he can win a spot in favor of Deborah. Mr. Saxo has done his pit stop and remains on first position. So the Theo is arriving through Blanchimont, going to arrive at the chicane here, and Deborah is leaving the pit, so first Mr. Saxo, second Deborah, 3 the Theo, 4 Tezem Ken Rambo, 50 the BMW Golby, 6 Tsubasa, 7 Jobins with the McLaren, 8th position for Spauk. And he's going into the pit. They're all a bit gathered over the track. So we have another 19 minutes left on the race. Mr. Saxo at the lead, 44.5 seconds in front of Deborah. So if nothing goes wrong, then in the next couple of laps, then this looks good for Mr. Saxo. So Deborah at second position. On the tail of Jobins, going to overtake him shortly. Dion. Sophia on third. Hazenken Rambo 4th position. Corby 28th, 5th. Tsubasa 6th. Wild Fuel of Rouge and Radion. Small mistake from SMK Rambo here. A little bit too late on the brakes before the chicane. So after 35 minutes of the race we have Mr. Sexo at lead, second Deborah, the Theo on third. SMK Rambo did a hard crash now, going out of Eau Rouge. Can he save his car? Yes. Just before he went up to Radion. Did a couple of rounds with his car. Apparently the car still looks okay. Yeah, he's losing all of his control here. And again he went off track. He needs to go into the pits for new tyres. There's a small battle going on between Cloud and Deborah here. A small battle. Nothing seriously. Just waiting until those two cars can be overtaken on a safe spot on track. We're standing at this moment. We have Mr. Sexo at lead, we have Deborah at second, the Theo on third, SMK Rambo fourth, Subasa on fifth, will be 28 in sixth position, Spouk seventh, and here Vince is in the pits. His car is damaged. He's in the garage. Another 6 minutes to go. Let's see if it goes okay with SMK Rambo's car. Going to take the chance that he's not going to do a pit stop. And Deborah's lapped him. Ooh, Deborah spinned at erosion. The radio nearly missed the wall. See that fast, you can lose your race, crashing your car into the wall. So Mr. Saxo, this moment leading the race, 41 seconds in front of Deborah. Third position for the FIO, 45 seconds behind him. And we have SM Rambo on fourth, a minute 17 behind the FIO. Sebastian on fifth, a minute again behind, minute 13 behind SM Rambo. And then we have 18 seconds behind him. Golby 28. And we have Vinces in the garage. So the crowd's been disqualified. We have 6 people in the race at this moment. Another 2 laps before the end of the race. Arriving in the chicane, Mr. Saxo. Going for final time to Las Sources. Left to erosion de Radion. Riding at Lecombe. Down to Rivage. And now turning to the left in Bouron. Arriving in Fagnes.
This is the final lap of the race. See if you can take that guy in front of you, otherwise just bring it back in one piece.
You just heard the comments, final lap. So if Mr. Saxo brings him in one piece over the finish line, then we have the image of the winner of Spa-Francorchamps for tonight. Had the chicane and finally going to La Source. And over the finish line. And here we see the winner, Mr. Saxo, of Spa-Francorchamps. Deborah second position. The Theo will be third. SMK Rambo fourth. And SMK Rambo managed to end the race without any pit stop. So he did his calculation very well. The Theo third, SMK Rambo fourth, Corby 28 with the BMW and 3, fifth position, Sylvester on sixth, so we have 6 people that finished tonight. There's not so much space in between Corby 28 and Tsubasa, but these are the standings. We have Mr. Saxo number 1, Deborah second, the Theo third, so this will bring us in the standings that Mr. Saxo will be 10 points ahead of Deborah, so they swapped spaces again. So Mr. Saxo is leading for the LMP2 category in front of Deborah. And then we have the Theo that will gain a position, going up to third, followed by SMK Rambo, and then we have Gerbo and Sean Hood